Hi everyone! I have these beautiful cucumber and squash seedlings that I grew just for this video. They're looking beautiful and I'm really proud of how they're growing. Now I'm going to teach you how to grow seedlings that look like this. And if you don't follow the tips I'm going to share with you in today's video, you could be in trouble. And the seedlings that you start indoors could die before you even have a chance to get them planted outside. The biggest mistake when growing cucumbers, squash, and melons that can lead to disaster is starting too early. And I get it. We're excited. We're gardeners. We want to plant some seeds. However, when you start the cucurbits, which is just a fancy word for cucumbers, squash, and melons, when you start them too soon, they can outgrow their seed starting containers before it's time to even get them planted outside. And this could kill your plants. Now let me show you a little example of this. I started these tomatoes on the exact same day I started the cucumbers and squash. Look at the difference in the size. Cucumbers and squash grow so fast. Tomatoes grow slow. These are going to outgrow their seed starting containers before it's warm enough to get them outside. And again, disastrous for your cucurbits. They're going to die. Here's another way that cucurbits are different. Not only do they germinate fast, but they're also very, very cold sensitive. And this could lead to a problem because once these seedlings are big enough to plant outside, if you plant them outdoors and it's still too cold for them, even if it's above frost, but the nights are in the 40s, they are going to be stunted and they could die. Unlike tomatoes, which can recover if conditions aren't quite right, cucurbits can die if the weather is too cold for them. Now this leads to the question, when do we start our cucurbits inside? You want to start them indoors only about 1 to 2 weeks before your last frost date, and then plant them outside about 2 weeks after your last frost date, so the soil has a chance to warm up, and that way they can hit the ground running as soon as you get them outside. If you start them at the same time as your tomatoes, peppers, and eggplant, which need to be indoors for about 8 to 10 weeks before you plant them outside, it's going to be disastrous. I mean, imagine 8 to 10 weeks of these growing inside. They're going to get way overgrown. They'll be literally vining everywhere all over your seed starting area. You're going to run out of space and it's going to be a wasted effort. Now for you gardeners in southern areas where you don't get any frost, start your seeds indoors just about 3 to 4 weeks before the nighttime temperatures are consistently in the 60s and the daytime temperatures are in the 70s and 80s. That way you give your seedlings the best chance of making it when you plant them outdoors. A few seed starting tips here for starting your cucumbers and your squash. Now I'm going to first start my divas. The queen of the garden. I love these, you guys. Here's little diva cucumber seedlings right here. Really key that helps your seedlings germinate quicker. Pre-warm your soil on a heat mat. They absolutely love warm soil. And they will germinate so quickly if you just place your little seed starting tray on a heat mat for about 24 hours before you plant the seeds. And you pretty much just plant these seeds like you would any other. You can go back and watch our seed starting video for all the details, but you don't want to plant them too deep. So I'm just going to I just put a few seeds in each tray, in each cell, and I'm just going to cover them with about 1/8 of an inch of soil. The general rule of thumb is plant them about half the depth of the width of the seed. So just poke them down in here and we'll quickly have our whole tray of divas planted. Now we're going to plant some of the round zucchini from my spring garden seed collection, and you can see from these seedlings over here how quickly these grow. I mean, they've only been growing for about 2 weeks and they're already about 3 to 4 inches tall. So plant them in exactly the same way. These seeds are a little bit bigger, so I'm going to poke them down just a little bit further in exactly the same way. Mist them lightly, keep the top of the soil moist while they're germinating. And by the way, make sure you go back and watch our watering video so you know exactly how to effectively water your seedlings too. Now cucurbits germinate best at about 85 degrees or so. And I don't know about you, but my house right now in the wintertime is not 85 degrees. So the key to quick germination is to just put them back on your heat mat. They'll germinate in about 2 to 4 days, and then you can take them off the heat mat so they can grow inside for about 3 to 4 weeks before it's time to put them outdoors. The key to perfect timing with all your seed starting is really knowing your frost date and keeping a journal. And over time, you'll learn the best timing of when to start your seeds for your specific area. Now, our garden journal can really help you a lot with this. It can send you reminders depending on your frost date of when you should plant certain seeds, and it has a built-in garden journal that will actually send you reminders on when to plant things indoors or when to get them planted outside in the garden. I really hope you found this video helpful. I've lost plenty of seeds in my day by making this mistake, and I'll put the seed starting video right up here so you know exactly what to do. Let me know how things are going in your indoor garden. Thanks for watching. See you next time in the garden.